I'm dripping like mildew. They say you don't visit the hood, dog, I still do. A real one, only difference, my bill's bigger. I'm still with ya, I just got rich a little quicker. The same man, God handed me his game plan. I ain't perfect, far from it, what can I say, man? I feel unstoppable, losing's impossible. Go against the team, the thing they know not to do. Bright lights, game on the line, do what I gotta do. Time after time, we do the impossible. It felt like yesterday.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game as we've got a great one in store between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Carolina Panthers. Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards on the gain. A great start for this offense.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Hey, check that.
First down, and they go with Swift again. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Hurts going to keep it running right. And that one will go for 13 yards on the keeper and a first down. And this, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that. And here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game. And all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
Cougar 19.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. In on the tackle there, Brandon Smith.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. He's going to get that to Swift underneath. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Here we go.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
18 Cardinal. 60 Bobcats. Panther 60. 19 Lions.
Here's Hurts to throw. Being chased out left. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
On 2nd down, Swift. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. And this will be play number 8 of the opening drive. It's 3rd and short. They'll try and run here with Swift. They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on 3rd down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Rashad Penny, and the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
When people talk about plays being blown up, that's exactly what they're talking about. That's Exhibit A for physical play.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Hurts. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Hurts sets up to throw it. Flush to his right. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Panthers are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. And certainly, look, you're on the road in the playoffs. That is a suboptimal start, opening drive INT.
And, partner, sometimes I wonder, do these teams talk about it to such an extent that maybe you almost talk yourself into the turnover when you're trying to avoid it?
Yeah, maybe they get a little too worried about keeping the football, and then you give it to the other team right off the bat. And, look, we said it, on the road, this is just a terrible, terrible start for them.
It is, and now they've got to rely on their defense. Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that, got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Ready up.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs.
On 1st and 10, Young. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That's good for a 1st down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs.
Here we go. Here we go.
Young now. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Here we go.
We're scoreless after 1.
Ready. 22 needle. Ultra. Go ultra.
They'll run with Hunt on second down. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. And he's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Looking to throw, Young. Able to complete this to Shenault. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 20-yard line. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down.
Normally on third down and short yardage, you're thinking to throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
On the double. Drill 52.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Watch out now. 50 series. Drill green. 6. Mega. Ready.
Now Young. He's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. This offense 2 for 2 on third downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though. 3rd and long.
Red, yellow.
Young working out of the gun. Touchdown, Panthers. Curtis Samuel from 21 yards away. And the Panthers are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Things could just not have started any better for them. They get the turnover, the football right away, able to capitalize on offense for 6.
And we're talking about setting a tone in any game, right? The first points of a ball game. How about during the playoffs? Vitally important, and they've done that in this one.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Jeremy Chin there defensively.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
From the 25 on second down. Hurts going deep here for Watkins. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And the Panthers are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. Boy, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. They were looking for a cushion from that end zone. He gave it to him, 15 big yards.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now, that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
Now a first down throw for Young. And he will find his man, Samuel. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Another big play here as they strike for 31.
I don't think anyone would argue that having that extra week definitely helps come playoff time. And those were some fresh legs right there. That extra practice time and planning, certainly in evidence.
Young now from the 50. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Young. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you've got a heck of a tight end candidate.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is going to be 3rd and 13. They'll bring the tight end in motion right. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. And the Eagles with a dime look. 6 DBs on 3rd down. Young off the play fake. There's another one complete to Shenault. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the 1st down.
Come on, set.
2nd quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Block it, 6. Claw red.
Now here's Young. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by James Bradbury. And the Eagles are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this 1st half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really, on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
They'll start on the ground with Swift. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Multiple players getting home for the 1-yard sack. This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the 1st half.
Cut my team! Cut my team!
Throwing is Hurts. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Ready up.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. His throw incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Swift going to try up the middle. And he's going to take it down to about the 35 here. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Viking 18.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And this is caught. Touchdown, Eagles. Quez Watkins as the first half is winding down. And the Eagles have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Elliott good with a PAT. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The end result, 21 yards.
Brandon, what's even more impressive is that came against double coverage. He gashed them with that reception, even with the extra focus that he drew from the defense.
Striker, 3-3.
1st and 10, Young. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
They'll motion the tight end across the formation. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Young. And Sharp hauls it in. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 32-yard line. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC Divisional Round matchup as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Ready.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And, CD, we are in for a very intriguing second half. This is what we wanted, all tied. This is what postseason football is all about.
It certainly is. And doesn't it speak to the parity in the NFL? Roughly half the teams that made the playoffs a year before miss the next year, get replaced. We know it's an any given Sunday mentality. Nothing's easy in the playoffs, but when you have your shot, they're eager to seize it.
That's how you draw up the run-pass option right there. You get a chunk play out of it.
And you know quarterbacks love to throw the RPOs because oftentimes they're in-breaking routes, but receivers love it even more. The ball gets to them quickly, allows them to put some moves on in the secondary.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And they'll give to Hunt here on the option. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. 14 yards, good for a Panther 1st down. Throwing, Young. This is Shenault on the receiving end. And he'll be brought down at the 27. It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Young to throw it. Connection made with Shenault. He's going to have the 1st down and more than that. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And that could be one of those turning point plays in a ball game. A field goal gets you the lead here, but they want to make a statement and get 6 points. And they're certainly going to get that opportunity as they get the conversion and set up 1st and goal.
Hunt. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Good work there, holding him out on 1st down. And this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
On the set. On the ball.
Young takes it on the sneak. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. A big one coming in this divisional round playoff, 3rd and goal. Young takes it on the sneak, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out, and the Panthers have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the 2nd half. Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 14-7. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Charles, you and I said in intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored. Now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have and try to move that ball down the field for an answering score.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Once again, it's Swift. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 59 yards on the ground for him so far.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Oh, the sneak. It's Hurts. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. He'll wind up getting 2 there as he does it himself and picks up the first.
It's been a good drive so far. They just wanted to keep it going, so they call low-risk, low-reward play. No one's worried about picking up big yardage here. Quarterback sneak, keep the chains moving, and pick up another first down.
They go play action with Hurts. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll bring up second down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. On the option to give to Swift here. And only a couple there as he'll take this up to the 47. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On third down, here comes Swift. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. On the option to give to Swift here. Takes this to the 45. Not much space after that broken tackle. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Mustang 19. Hey.
On 2nd and 9, Hurts. And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Let's go now. 22 meter. Ultra. Set.
They run with Sanders off the option. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Watch out now. Safety series. Red, yellow.
And the tight end goes in motion left.
43 rail.
third down. They turn to Sanders, and he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to make it a two-score game. And this one is right through. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So that CD, an important one here in the fourth quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a two-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a two-score game, and they were able to get it done.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the fourth quarter, the divisional round. And they need to come up with something as they get this drive started. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So they'll, of course, decline the pass interference there and wisely take the yardage.
And I think defensively he's saying, I was getting away with that in the first half. Why are you making that call now? But to me, that one was pretty easy to see. I don't understand what he's upset about. I think it was the correct call.
From the gun, here's Swift. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
No daylight for him to run through there, and he ran into the defensive tackle, and that guy blocks a whole lot of daylight as it is. He is truly a big man who just made a big play.
On 2nd and 12, Hurts. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Here's Hurts to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
Ready? Panther 11.
In motion left goes Smith.
Warriors 17. 18 Rattler. 18 Pioneer.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Jeremy Chinn picks it off. And the Panthers are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. Well, you think about it, though, that interception, great for his stats, but bad for field position. It was 4th down.
Yeah, terrific observation. If there is going to be a silver lining, and this is what he'll plead when it comes time to watch it again, hey, it was just like a punt, right? So we end up taking possession of the ball. But you're exactly right about it. Should have slapped it down. Field position would be better for his offense. But how many times do you get a chance to make an interception that you turn it down? That's when your instinct kicks in and you take the football. In this case, a better decision would have been to knock the ball down.
Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Let's go.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been excellent, 6 for 7. This will be 3rd and 6. Here is Young. And that will be incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. That's a 49-yard punt, 8, though, on the return. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. On the option to give to Swift here. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You tackle them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Under 4 to play now. Clock running. 3rd down.
18 Cardinal.
They run out of the gun with Swift. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. 80 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. The job one to pick up the first down is complete. That was a big 3rd down conversion, but they got to watch the clock. It's starting to become their enemy a bit here in a 2-score game.
Which means they have to pick up the pace, right? The tempo has to be up. And what they do is they tell the quarterback in his helmet, hey, listen, when we pick up the first down here, tell everyone we're going. We're moving now to 2-minute offensive phase, and everyone on the bench area, they're waving them along too. Let's go, let's go, let's go.
He's going deep for Brown. And this one is incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
60
Hurts. And this is caught by Watkins. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 34-yard line. Again, he'll drop to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A gain of 8 there on the play. And it'll be 2nd and a couple.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Throwing again on 2nd down. Hurts. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Ready, set.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Ready, go.
Play action. Here's Hurts. Sliding out of the pocket. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. So just under 2 minutes to play, and this would figure to pretty much be your ball game right here. And it looks like the Panthers' hands team does its job. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
Ready, ready. Striker, 3-3. Smash, smash.
Handoff up the middle, Hunt. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left.
I think as a running back in this spot, you have to understand there's not going to be a whole lot of room to run. And in this case, ball protection takes precedent over trying to make something happen.
You'd have to think likely another running play coming here. 2nd and 11. An option handoff given to Sanders. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Here we go, set. Cycle.
They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Here's a handoff to Hunt running left. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. On 2nd down, right back to Hunt. And he stopped immediately there. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle in the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Bad time to get a delay of game penalty there. Not that there's a good time, but that makes it 3rd and 6. They'll give to Hunt here on the option. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. The defense stiffens to force 4th down following that first down gain of 8. So they stay alive in the NFL playoffs, move